being your host, and I have excellent news. We're going to go straight into these great nuggets from Julia Rose. And after Julia Rose is finished with the training, we're going to have some announcements from the ceiling. All right, please silence yourself. And come on, Miss Julia Rose.
We go, real professional, guys.
Hey! All right. You see that right here?
All right, guys. So the topics I'll be going over today is MG1 and MG2. For some reason, I the point for that. I mean, I've been through enough like this. So I'm going to start off with the share pop numbers on MG1 and MG2. I'm going to
Can you press start? Press start already?
Yeah.
Okay.
My bad. I thought you
Yeah, we have to move the kind of lighting on the board today. Take us back to the we're gonna find out something.
This should be nasty. Forgot to write MG2's stream number.
You want me to look it up?
Yes, please. Thought I wrote it here, but I wrote it on a separate notebook.
Don't worry.
It's
Me.
1989.
This was me intensely listening. 1989.
That's the final code. 1989.
I see how you draw. I see how you draw.
I don't know why I did that. There's this whole book with this.
Oh, it's like it's in there too.
If you haven't had a chance, definitely listen to Parpolato's stream. The one that recently came out, if you guys are on VSM subscription on either the basic or floor. That was really great too. It talks about the process overall and the power of it. You definitely went over it.
I'm joking. Vinny Paparado about
Yeah.
The process is a game changer by Vinny Paparado.
Yes.
That's the name of the audio. The number is BWW 2224.
Promise guys, I did write this down. It's just a So I got y'all 3 great streams to listen to in one day, all 3 at once. Do what you need to do.
So, yeah.
Okay, so my first note when it comes to the MG1 is to start a short conversation with the candidate, try to get to know them. The main thing you want to just focus on when you do the MG1 is having the framework and the mindset. If you don't have either of those, or if you only have one of those, it's not gonna go right, or the way that you want it to go, it's gonna come off as transactional instead of having like actual intentions when you're talking to that person within MG1. That's just personal experience. When it becomes transactional, that means you're just going through the motions, you're not actually see if that person's actually worthy of this program or the book or anything that we're doing here. So, definitely having the framework and the mindset, and just having the mindset of the MG1 itself, it will definitely help, because especially when I first started at MGs by myself, all I could think about was, I have to go over like 20 billion questions to remember. I don't want to remember all these questions, especially if on this one, it's going to be catastrophic. But if you understand the mindset of the questions, you don't actually have to ask all the questions. So that helped immensely. So another thing that I wanted to say as well when you do the MG1 is don't bring anything, just bring yourself and your purse, or your man bag, or your business case.
I'm not sitting there.
Because according to that stream, which also brings a good point, if you bring any more than that, it's going to come off as an interview or you're trying to sell something. And that sense. Very glad that it didn't come off that way when I was going through the process. So once you have that short conversation with your candidate and you sit down with them, I wrote down the first thing you should do is tell your story or exchange each other's stories. Like, how did you get here? What brought you to this part of your life? Out of all places, why are you in Tallahassee? Like, to be funny, but not really. Because most of the people that I met, they're here for school, but there are people that were here in school, didn't finish school yet, they're still here. So it's like, is it for work? Is it for kids? Is it for, what is it for? And knowing that definitely helps what they're looking for in life. You can also ask them first, why are you sitting down with me today? What need in your life are you looking for? The point of that question is see if they're really looking for an opportunity. And if actually you listen to the stream, if they say, oh, I'm just curious, cut it. Nah, fam, that's cool if you want to be curious, but I'm only looking for people who are actually serious about looking for other opportunities outside of it. If you don't have a different answer to that, then I don't want to waste your time, I don't want to waste my time. You have a great evening, Dave.
That's it.
Straight up. That's it. It just saves you so much time. It really does. Because if you actually just went through the motions and you're surprised they come to this point of the meeting, and then Aaron probably pulled me to the side and be like, okay, I'll be good. And I'll be like,
You're legit.
I was like, I'll be good. Did they just follow us in, or? So to avoid that, let's not do that to ourselves. The goal for the MG1 is to develop a friendship and a trust. That took me a while to get, and to be honest with you, one of the MGs that I did that didn't turn out so well, the meeting itself was actually good because I actually was getting to know her and know what she was about and why she was still in Tallahassee, like all of her reasons behind it. I messed up because with one of the questions, I didn't set it, which is why you need to know your questions and know the mindset and not just let them answer it the other way. One of those questions, the question that really was left was, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your life? And I didn't set the standard of, I don't care about your happiness, and don't compare yourself to others, that type of thing. And they were like, oh, I'm an 8. And I'm just like, wait a minute, you just saying that you're the best life that you want to live. I don't think you want to do that. And since I didn't explain or set the standard after as to why I was saying that's not the right answer, it went downhill. Just to save y'all that. And developing a friendship and a trust as well, I actually got great nuggets from Seaway. was just like, how did she get all these legs, bro? Like, not in like an offensive way, but I was just like, I'm just trying to figure out how is she doing it, because I need to know. And she was saying that she built a relationship with these people. If you don't rebuild a relationship with the people you're talking to, they're not gonna trust you. And like we all know, you can't build anything without trust. Friendship, business, anything that ends with ship. It's not gonna work. So you not building a relationship or have a commonality or just, it doesn't have to be a friendship, well, a friendship, but at least some type of friendship. And the thing that you also should be looking for is this gonna be a good partnership with this person? This is someone who is going to pursue the mentorship. If they come off anything but those things, that's a red flag. The first one is that the goal is to developing a friendship and a trust. Is this going to be a good partnership? And is this someone who is going to pursue the mentorship? The next big thing I had to learn while I was doing the MG1s and MG2s, especially with MG1, you get to set the candidate at ease. Have the answer to the questions and answer those questions before they are asked. That definitely makes the meeting go smoothly. Get stressed enough. I stressed it so hard, it's in caps, bolded, big prints on my notes. Because if you don't set them at ease along with developing, it's just gonna be, okay, I'm just hearing the information you've given me, is this good information for me or not? Which is.
What do you mean that you like set them
Okay, with my example of setting them at ease, this is literally my paragraph that I wrote. There is no right or wrong answer, just a right or wrong mindset. I want to prepare you before you see my mentors. We are looking for character, we don't care about credentials. We are looking for people who has integrity, accountability, ambition, and someone who is looking for mentorship. Right now, I'm just here to build a friendship and a trust with you, and if you have the mindset of me.
And also too, if I could interject real quick, it's like also too, it's not going straight into business when you sit down with somebody. Ask them how their day is going. Set somebody at ease, because most people are uncomfortable when they sit down and they're anxious, they don't know what everything is about, they don't know you, they don't know what's, you know what I mean? So they're in flux. And every single time you meet with somebody, even if you know them very well, you should always do that phase of setting them at ease, which is to make them comfortable in their seat. So what does that mean? It's like, how was your day? How was work? It looks like you shoot to the breeze, but it's not really. And then some of our coaches have been able to use the set of these questions to actually start the energy one perfectly. So you can through talking about people's life, how was the kids, how's work, and that kind of also lets you know what their frame of mind is, so you know if you need to reschedule it. Because if they're in flux, they thinking about like I had to get together for a meeting with one girl and her mind was on a kid. And then after this, that she just you could see on her face that she was stressed out. So assessing somebody that is making them comfortable and then figuring out if they're in the right mood to have the conversation with what life is happening. And then don't let them lie to you. I mean, they will lie to you and say, everything's good, but you can see on their face they're not good. So listen to their face that they're not, So setting somebody at least in every single meeting is just to ask like how's your day going? Let them start getting into talking. Something about something that's non-committal, as you say, nothing non-judgmental, just having this talk. And usually it's a calm down. And let them realize that you're cool. Hopefully that helps them.
No. So I I also try to find the emotional why out of the candidates to see if they even have a strong enough reason to be here. Maybe for personal experience, there were two people that I had an NG1 with. They were trying to figure out what their passion is, and I thought it was funny because listening to the stream, Naki would say, are you looking for your passion, or are you just looking for something to help you get, like, compensate your passion or whatever of that sort? And I was just like, that's a good point, because I know two people that didn't really have a passion and didn't know what they were trying to do, and it's kind of like, it's, like he said, it's gonna be difficult having an NG1 with them if they don't even know what they want. If they don't know what they want, how am I supposed to help you? So the first question, I think I went over, no, I didn't. The first question of the 15, I won't go through everything in detail, but those are the questions that we should have. That was over the street as well. How do you want to live? How do you plan on getting to 10? Or what would be your perfect 10? Yeah, on a scale. 10 being the best, living my best life. Some people have different 10s. I actually met a guy who found he said his perfect 10 is just having a big house or just getting a house for his mom. Meanwhile, I'll just be selfish. Like, I just want to wake up and just have a bunch of money. So don't crush your dreams, obviously, but be like, oh, that's an amazing goal. That's awesome. That's actually very selfless of you, because this is my perfect 10, which is what I say. Sometimes I chuckle. Another way you can ask that same question is, if you had $1 million dropped in your bank account, what would you do? And the main thing of the first questions is, what is their goal? What is their why? Is it emotional? Like, what are they aiming for? What are they getting that they're not getting from their job? Or whatever the rest of they're doing outside. The second question is, do you have anyone in your life that's wealthy, as in wealth, as in do they have a lot of time and money and are teaching you how to gain wealth? And most of the people that I had, they say no. I think I only have one girl that said my aunt is a realtor, / she has all these businesses that I want to have. And I said, oh, that's awesome. Is she teaching you how to do that? No, because she's too busy and she's actually far away in some other different state, blah, blah, blah. Okay, because I don't want to be in competition of what you have. That's basically what I'm looking for when I ask that question. I don't want to be in competition with you, and who are you going to listen to? Me, my mentors, or you? Right. The third question is, do you care about how you get there? How do you get to your perfect 10? They'll be like, yeah, as long as I don't strip or anything. I'm like, yeah, of course not, of course not. You know, it's like, as long as it doesn't go against your morals or it's not illegal, do you care? They'll be like, no, oh, I need to know what we're doing first. I was like, I don't commend them for that either, because it's understandable. I don't like walking in the dark and hoping that I'm going to get what I need. So that's why I'm like, I understand that you care, but then that's when I pull out the example. I think I sold to Roger actually. If we were to sell toilet seats for 2 hours, but at the end of those 2 hours, are you going to get what you want? That perfect 10 you're talking about, would you sell those toilet seats? Oh yeah, absolutely. Great. We don't do that, but which leads into the next question.
Can we ask questions?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so I just wanted to not interject. I'm not fancy like Celie. We're not interjecting. We're just asking questions because we're curious. Would it be in the lines of, or would it be in line with the process to ask a question or to answer a question that pertains to that question? Like, people want to know what they're doing and stuff like that. But then in the long run, they don't really get a whole lot from parents and whatnot, but they're still told to go to college without really knowing what is gonna come out of it. Or like, you know, you might
Well,
be
their
familiar with
intention
the,
is to come out with a degree,
right,
which is what, that is a good
But
point.
to
'Cause I would
further,
say,
you know, their
hey, if
job.
you're gonna be, you're willing to be in college for 5+ years for this one degree. I don't wanna say it's the same concept, but at the same time it is. Cause I had the full intention of doing 4 years, getting out, living my big life. 5 years later, I just got my bachelor's and I'm only making 40 a year with a restaurant that needed way more help and expertise than what I can.
It's all right, they got you. They got you. They got you.
They don't tell you all that in college, your parents don't tell you that either, they're like, there's still a gap between I got the job after college and living my best life, fly, take all these vacations, things that, where was that expedition being part of?
so would that be a good rebuttal? Like what's the perfect rebuttal to someone wanting to know? It's like, do you care how you get there? And then sort of like a why you shouldn't. Because of like what society gives us, like what society assumes is common knowledge when it's not. Like, oh, you go to college, but you get out with so much debt, you don't know how to handle yourself.
If you're asking what you just said is a good rebuttal, yes.
Okay.
But that's also because, like I said, when I ask that question, I quickly follow that example.
Right, like a shot in the dark.
So that way they're like, okay, I see what you're getting at, so they can give you the right answer.
My question is, do you even need to ask, do you care how you get there? I mean, that example that you're giving itself will answer that, right? So when you say that, do you care how you get there, and they'll be like, okay, what are they going to make me do?
Right. And that's true, it's something, not something, but yes, what I also should have stated in the beginning is what we do and how, not how we do it, but I can give you a concept of what we actually do. Yes. Before actually going into the questions, and I wrote that down.
They can just give them different ways of answering the same question, it's not asking the same question, so just give them different options.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Got it.
Questions that I might.
You probably said, how do you realize that it's successful?
I think when I have a successful NG1, is when they're actually excited and for me, when it's a really successful one is when I go through all the questions and they're actually listening. It is not in like in a way, because I actually had an MG1 where a guy, like in the middle of the MG1, he was literally looking everywhere else but me. So I was just like, I would pull this posture, but the way I want to pull this posture is not the WWE. I don't know I don't know how to handle this, so I'm just like, yeah. So they're actually paying attention, being attentive, and they actually are appreciative of the book that I get them at the end, because usually it's successful, I feel like they are worthy of the book. I listen to me way better than now.
Okay, that's good. Establish a relationship.
That's, which is why I was like, I'm still working on that myself, but once you actually have a relationship built to, then you're actually like, okay, you know me, I know you, I know what you're getting at, I know your soft spot, on what you're trying, what is your strong why. Okay, I see you want to actually do something about that, instead of just saying a bunch of stuff. But I actually had to tell a person, hey, once you figure out your schedule, call me back. I had to schedule this person's MV2 like 3-4 times. And every time I would try to, okay, the day of, hey, are we still good for this time? Oh, can we actually do it 2 hours later? Oh, can we actually do it 4 hours later? Homegirl picked up a shift. I understand, because y'all told me y'all situation, but yeah, call me when y'all both are free, because it's a couple. And we can continue the process. I am not chasing you, but that's one thing I'm good at. I do not like to chase. Except these dollars. That's probably the only thing I'll chase.
I got another question as well. How do you book your MG to get followers? How many followers? How many students? Do you, book the MG2, the followers, how many DP1 at the MG2, or like, or one into the MG2 or?
I usually do it right at the MG2, but I usually talk with them first, are they available to make it to this DP1? Particularly here. Especially, if not, then I usually plan on doing it with them one-on-one, either here or over hangouts. If the people are here, obviously I'll do it in person, but most of the people I've been dealing with are either Michigan, Canada, some crazy places. So so I usually just plan it right away on the YouTube. When is the next time we can go over to the BB1, so we can discuss in detail on what we actually.
That's right.
When it comes to the following question, after you care about how you get there, which is kind of the same, but it also tells me, are you outcome focused or process focused? And the way that they answer the first question, that's probably going to give you a clear answer to the second question, but I'll still ask it anyway. You're like, so that's not, especially when they answer, I was like, oh, okay, that sounds great. You sound like you're an outcome focused person. You do what you need to do as long as you get your results. Whereas compared to the process focused person, they'll just come into work, do their thing, go home, and just be so in love with the process that they're not looking at the end or seeing.
What?
What's
going on here?
I'm just waiting on, can I just interject?
Not at all, not at all.
You take me out.
You're taking care of it.
The next question that I don't ask at every MG1, but if I have a younger person, I usually ask them, or not just a younger person, or a person they're like living with their parent or older, elderly relatives of that sort. Are you a free thinker? Do you make your own decisions? Because if you have a person there that's making your own decision for you, that person you come along. If anything, I'm really going to stop the meeting there. Definitely had that before, and I didn't know until after I did the, I said, okay, let's sit down for MG1, and she was like, oh, my mom wants to know this, my mom wants to know that. I was like, your mom wasn't with you when I was picking you up. Because I contacted her in the lift, so I was just like, your mom wasn't in the car, she's like, what are you talking about? I didn't say all that, but that was so I was just like, okay, well, if she is the person that makes all the decisions, she needs to come to this meeting. Oh, what is this meeting about? I want to know your mindset if you actually have the mental, whatever, to go through this process. Oh, my mom says no. All right, you have a good one. You have a great one. Because I was just like, okay, all right. The next question is, are you open for mentorship? As in, are you going to listen to what they're saying and take their advice and apply it? Or are you just going to be playing tit for tat or just having this conversation while doing whatever you want to do? Preach. And this part, this wasn't really asked as a question in the stream, but the question I wrote out is, are you a patient person? Because the main reason why I asked that is because it's obviously an entrepreneurial program, and you need to understand delayed gratification. This is not a get rich quick, and I usually just go off of, this is not a get rich quick scheme. If that's what you're looking for, I know I can't. And they're just like, oh, okay. And I usually follow it up with, my mentors are all over the place, why, here, there, or whatever. Do you think they just did that off of a get rich quick scheme? No. I'm glad we have some conversations
Mhm. Fair enough.
here. The next question is, are you the type of person that will share your wealth or mentorship with others? I probably won't say it that way, but it's more of, that people support profit policy, my mentors believe that people support profit. If what you're doing with your people that you're working with is not profitable, are you still going to work it and not care about the money coming? The money comes and goes every single day. Look at that. Paid my bills today. I was like, oh, I was rich 2 minutes ago. Do you believe in people before profit, and are you the type of person that will pass on your wealth, well, your mentorship on how you got to your wealth? Are you going to pass that success on to other people? Which is the second question. Said it in a different way. The next question is, do you have any experience with network marketing, information age wealth creation? Not gonna lie to you guys, I always hesitate towards this question, because I haven't heard any of these crazy network things that they've been doing, and they're probably like, oh, no, and I'm like, wait. I'm not supposed to explain everything, but at the same time, what am I supposed to explain? Except saying, no, we're not, and then if you stay longer in the process, you will see why. Or even if you're worthy of the book, and if you're not worthy of the book, then it gets really awkward, and just, yeah. So, the main reason to ask those questions, because if they were, tell me about it, and if they tell you about it, just catch the key points of what is to compare to what you got. And obviously, or most likely not any of those negative things that popped up. So it's just like, okay, we don't do any of those things. Are you willing to unlearn what you think you know? And obviously don't say it, but say it nicer. Are you willing to unlearn what you know about network marketing? That's nice. So I'm still working on the nice side.
Great question.
Yes.
How do you have people that like to Google everything?
Oh boy. That's still a learning process for me. But when it comes to Google and they're Googling everything, are they saying like they just Google, oh, is this one of these things that I Googled here? I'm like, no. Do you trust everything that's on Google? Do you believe Mother Teresa is a terrible person that everyone keeps talking about? Do you think Disney World is terrible? Because there's definitely negative talk about that. Yes.
Good stuff.
Are you gonna have an open mind and see what you're looking for?
They Google after MG1, right? So usually have to be addressed at MG2, right? If they do Google, then they come back and say that, like, whatever.
But after the MG1, that means you've read the book and you would actually if you read the entire book, it will show you the breakdown of what is a bad network marketing, what is a good network marketing. And I also would have stated, reading this book will actually help you out to give you the basic fundamentals of creating an asset. And if you're still having this whole Google thing, then well, not cut it quickly, but at least try to tell them, are you going to be open-minded about this, or are you still going to believe Google over me? Since I actually have the financial freedom course in my phone, compared to what you're just looking up. Do you even know the person that wrote that article on Google? Do you even know the credentials?
Good point, yeah.
Honestly, don't try to be defensive like I'm coming off right now. Which is why I'm always saying that question. Then I'm like,
Is it something that we have to address it at MG1 as a precaution, or address it at MG2 as a cure? No, like, because, I mean, I Googled when I was going through the process, I definitely Googled And I saw a lot of negative things, but I didn't think much of it, I mean, I looked at what was like correct, but not everyone's going to be doing that.
Gotcha. Does anyone want to put in their feedback on that?
With the audio, we don't have any objections by Dan, you and that's the way they help with that, but usually like you said, for sure, when people go through the process, it comes a point in the process where when that time comes, MG1, they probably wouldn't Google, around that time and all. There's nothing to Google, right? They go through the book for sure, but as you go through the process, and then those opportunities do come, that's what the streams are for, to be able to help you, to be able to see it, to be able to, don't worry about that kind of stuff. It does the job for you.
Mm-hmm. But if I'm understanding Sanjeev's question, he's saying that he Googled when he finished MG1.
Oh, you
He did, that's what he just said, yeah.
Okay.
He actually Googled it and he was able to see like the stuff on.
Actually, I
so-
googled it
and he was-
after BP1.
After BP1.
Okay, I was just like, look
I was
at
like,
Google,
yeah,
Yeah, because I Google after MG1.
What my mentors, the way that they do is that, when they ask the question, have you heard about network marketing, e-commerce, information businesses? Like Amway or Herbalife or Avon.
Yes.
They ask that.
Yes, and you should throw those in, guys. Everybody should throw that in because most people don't realize that's what network marketing companies are. So, because the reason you're asking the question, you want to make sure that the human being that's listening to the question actually understand what the question is. They will just say no because they don't know that Herbalife, Avon, Mary Kay, all those guys are, But we have, I think Junior Rose has an experience with somebody Googling after, like even before.
Yeah, but that was also because the way that I guess I dropped my message, she was like, "Oh, it's Amway? It's a scam." I was like,
Yeah.
"How did we get here?"
Right. But the thing about it is you do want to be prepared for it, though. Just as you said, because I've had people just read Google the title of the book. And I happened to Google it because I was trying to find French versions of the same book. And there are so many people online that talk about that you're given this book to prelude for Amway. So it's out there, straight up. After you Google the title of the book, you're not even looking for Robert Kiyosaki's even coming up with his own book anymore. It is just because so many people are using it to go through the process. So there are a lot of forums that discuss it, right? So that's what I ran into personally. So if you do run into that, you want to make sure to talk about Hans Banana 21 and stuff like that. And that's the same approach that I took with your candidate, right? Is that even though your beginning approach might have not been the best, you still want to be able to have tools in your arsenal to handle it. Okay? It's kind of like if you're driving, if you start on a road, you know how to kind of handle it. In the same way, not all the time your path will be perfect. So I think how we handled it with her was talking about, because in the beginning she said she was looking for information, right? And we challenged that. Say, hey, talk about looking for information. This will give you the information. And she was like, she didn't even want to read a book. Now that's run fast.
Or the credible links that are at the end of this presentation.
Right.
I sent all of those to you. Oh, I only read it so you read my article. Okay, girl, I'll read the BS that you're trying to give me, that you don't even believe in, because after we challenged her, she was like, I admit 2 of those that I gave you are very,
Yeah, it
not
was like same
they're
format.
not solid things, they're just
Yeah.
opinions.
Correct. And when we would try, so you definitely, if somebody does Google it, because some people might try to find the shortened version of the book or the summary so that they don't have to read the whole book. I know I did that for classes. And I would have probably done it for here too. If I knew that it was required, I just so terrible. But I'm just letting you know I'll Google it and what have you. And if the person comes back without reading the book, then that's you wanted a challenge, type of thing. So that's just what my concept
For some people, something they actually wanted to Google is they don't read the book, they try to take a shortcut and Google the book.
Yeah.
And that's how they actually run into it, because they just trying to find information. A lot of people talk about it at the energy too. Some people just do it because they just, they wonder what it's all about, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's pretty weird, it's pretty weird.
Yeah, but just as Sanjeev said, if you're smart, you will know what the crap people are.
Yes.
You can tell from a forum, not everybody, like even when you're on Yelp reviews, you don't believe everything the Yelpers say. So it's kind of like you still need some measure of common sense in the real world. So still apply, hopefully they apply to here. And hopefully you've created enough of a friendship in person that they can tell you, hey, I ran into these things online. So the question is, what do you respond? How's your response if somebody did tell you, hey, I Googled the book and I saw these things? Are you going to flash back at them and try to slap them through the phone? Or are you going to be able to have the skill set, the people skills to guide them and say, hey, I understand those people's perspective, but here's the thing. Read the book anyway and let's talk about what their reviews were. Still read it, all right, because that's the content. And then we can always talk about the content later. But if they're unwilling to read, that's my perspective, if they're unwilling to read the content and they still want to listen to the Yelp reviews, then I'm like, well, then we can't do business. Because a lot of multimillionaires, Microsoft is not going to go online, Bill Gates is not going to go online and Google a company that he's thinking of acquiring. He's going to have solid accountants, solid business people look through it to look at Yelp reviews, right? So you can't always follow the masses, right? That's what I would, an idea that I'd throw out to that person, but in a nice tone, so they don't feel like you're slapping them, all right? Because again, you're trying to influence the way they think, and you're trying to gain that trust. And if you slap them, that trust is gone. I have never ever, I've shared with you guys, I've never slapped somebody with words and they've been in my team, ever. So I realized to find other ways to nicely make a good point that could resonate, that don't offend them. You know, does that help?
It's not an overnight situation.
My mentor, when I saw them, like, I had automatically like that trust. You know, I saw that they were like good people, you know. So that's why when I saw those negative reviews, like I couldn't accept those negative reviews, and I was looking for the positive ones, you know, and to see. Plus, you know, my dad already got me into this business when I was a kid, you know, and there was a big fight between my mom and dad, and I thought that this business is bad. Amway is bad. Like, that was my preconceived notion. So, I mean, like,
So what made you continue?
the mentors.
Oh,
Because I was being taken through the process by PK, by
Yes.
Prakash, and Krishna was just there beside. He wasn't doing, he didn't participate much other than just being there. So I think like, my mentor asked me that, you know, you must be thinking Amway is a scam in MG1, and I said, yeah, it's a con. And I'm surprised that like I still stuck with it, you know, but I saw that it was all legitimate, you know.
So how did PK answer that question or that comment that you said, no, it's a scam? What did do you remember what his response was?
He said, and then he went on to the next thing.
Yeah, I think PK is an emerald, I think, right? I think he's at least an emerald something, yeah. Yeah, emeralds, that's what emeralds answer that question. That's what it's awesome.
I heard it so many times, kind of expressed
It's like a little way back, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the gesture you make when it's like, I'm not gonna beg you to make money.
That's amazing. Thank you, that's awesome.
Yeah, the stream for sure definitely helped me. Even though when I was listening to the stream, I literally Googled Dan Yu and I was like, what is his running bread? Like, can I look that up?
Right.
And I was like, I can't look up this account. How am I supposed to do that? But I kept finding his website, like him and his wife's website on what they do or whatever. I was like, this is all this is coming out. I mean, at least I know this is a real person. So the stream definitely helped me not be like, oh, this is a scam or whatever. And on top of that, like when I was dealing with, when he met me, I was doing way worse. So I was just like, okay, well, he hasn't asked me to do anything more thus far. So. What do you know about wealth? That was the next question. And I usually just ask this question mainly because do they know the difference between being rich and being wealthy? And that also applies to the other question I was asking before. Do you have anyone that's teaching you how to build wealth? So that can't be the same question when you rather just ask the whole question. Do you know anything about wealth, or do you have anyone wealthy in your family? And we go, oh my, this person does this, what do they do? I doubt that they're wealthy, because if they were, they would help out. I mean, I would think so, but I've met people who don't even know what the subjects are, so. So this is the part of just asking them questions on what they know about wealth. You know, the difference between being rich and being wealthy, because like, that's when I'm bringing my example of, well, I think my dad is wealthy, but he's still working. And he's over 60. That kind of kills the definition of being wealthy, because he does not have control of his time. Wealthy means being in control of time and money. And if you don't have control of one or the other, you ain't wealthy, bro. I don't say it that way, but I try to make it into that way of there. This is how you should process with wealth. How close are you to that perfect 10? Oh boy, if they go over 5, I learned very quickly that is just ego, arrogance. Especially when I know what they're doing, or they just told me their application, their occupation. And I don't do that. I try to keep that's the only time I try to keep my face straight. Poker face, like. Because I had a guy do that. I was just like, and I even used the Parker Lotto reference from that screen. 1, having absolutely no money, no time, to 10, you have all the money and time. You still telling me 7? Either you didn't get what I said, or you got ego problems. Or it could be both. That's why I'm like, there's no way.
I like how you handle that too.
That's true. That is so
Yeah,
true. You say you're so suspect, you know?
I was like, this is, I'm such, like, I feel weird with you now, because
Right.
if you just say that you're at this part, why do you need me for? That's when they get defensive. Well, I need it,
Yeah, they say you're not a 7.
Because it sounds like you're good then, you're not that far from 10.
Yeah.
Oh, well, but everyone needs a little something, you know? Well, how am I supposed to trust you if I show you all this information and you add a 7, how am I gonna know you're gonna actually go for what we're doing?
That's right.
Because you're already comfortable, most comfortable people don't do extra.
That's right.
That's a hot check.
Tell them through your rules.
Oh, well, even Obama needed to do extra, or this person only needed to do.
Why they mention Obama?
What do you know?
They showed their wow.
Crazy. Finished. Shoot.
And with all these questions, I should tell you guys, you don't have to ask these all in order, just make it as conversational as possible. When it's also conversational, that's when I know I did a good job. It's not, it doesn't feel like an interview, because if they respond with short answers, that's a no. I need this person to be still in their good self, almost. Usually when they do that, it turns out to be a pretty good situation when they like actually tell you everything instead of being short with the answers. And that also shows that you said the net is pretty low. Do you have any? And the last question is, how serious are you to hitting that 10? Oh, I'm real serious. All right, we'll see about that. That's really what I said. Now, we'll see about that. I think you are qualified to go to the next step. I would like to give you this book. Most people read. I've met a guy who read this book in like 48 hours or something. I'm not asking you to compare yourself to that, but how long will it take you to read this book? This book is around 170 something pages, but that is with the table of content and extra stuff on the back. How long will it take for you to read it? Some people will be extra and be like, oh, I can do it in 3 days. I was like, all right, let me just give you a week. And And if they do well, we make it to the league, and that's how we get to the MG2. Yay. So yeah, so those are all the questions. Is there any extra comments or questions for MG1?
So, you said all of like about the book you're saying, okay, let's give it like a week to complete the book and then let's do another meetup to discuss the book and talk about the book, or the opportunity in the story.
Yes,
And
definitely.
that's how you'll book the image.
Perfect. That's what- yeah. We're all having shops together. Oh yeah, definitely tell them to take notes and bring them with you. I had to write down all those. Next time we meet, we're going to talk about the book, take notes because we're going to take them out and talk about it this time. The book goes over fundamentals and the basics of how to build an asset. It doesn't go about how exactly my mentors do it, but this is like your Bible to them. So reading the same thing that they're reading, you're already rich by association.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Too soon, that one. Yeah, right. She did that. Wow, you got that.
Literally just like that.
Yeah, that's good. Keep on that. Yeah. That's right.
All right, we're gonna jump into the MG2. Of course, come dressed as professional. In Monaco's stream, he said don't come dressed professional and not like salesman-like. No idea how to describe that. I guess without the tie situation, and it's just a simple blazer, if you want to do the stream. I'm not that familiar with the guys' clothing.
Like without the jacket, just some slacks and a shirt. Would that be?
Is that?
Like a business casual, right?
Yeah, is that? Well, so we recommend everything without the tie. For the guys, so bring a blazer.
Oh,
For the guys, I recommend it. I see people wear Hawaiian shirts and stuff. They don't get about that like type of thing. And do wear jeans. Just look neat. Be very neat looking. Make sure you're not sweating like me when I'm running for 2 minutes. Boy, there's a small waterfall coming over the top of my head. So just make sure so that kind of get there a little bit. But for the guys, everything. For the girls, I wear everything but my jacket to mine as a woman. But or you could wear you don't want to be too dressed up, right? For the ladies, I still recommend blazer because we'll talk about outside. Right? Yeah. Unless you have unless the shirt itself is thick. Like my dress shirts are very thick, so certain things are, right? Okay. Right, guys, definitely dress shirt and blazer and nice slacks, nice shoes. Make sure your shoes are clean. Make sure your shoes are clean.
She was looking real hard.
Oh my goodness! Everybody today,
Eric, that stream that we studied, we had to study because, Celia was telling us about what, how to come right when it comes to the meeting and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, you're supposed to be a step ahead of him to open that door.
Oh,
No idea, no idea.
We love you and we care a lot for you. Don't listen to your cross line.
He's not. He's not.
Cross line that. Oh, he's gonna love destroyer.
Oh, yes.
Really.
gotta be looking at my leg up under my chin.
Oh, I saw that part. That's why he walked off. That's why he walked off. Like, he's definitely walking off. Y'all didn't notice him limp off. He's like, ooh, yeah, just fuck that off, my guy.
He's the way to put us on the
Fuck that off.
I've never seen a system go to zero so fast.
I was just so clean, so clean.
Wait a minute, don't stay that way. No. Stay that way.
I just want to make sure everybody.
We're halfway there, guys. So with MD2, what are you looking for in this meeting? The goal is to relate and or connect and open the door for them on the education. Then that's in the candidates. Yeah. Goals is to, sorry. Got my water, so now my whole all froze. So I'm like, I don't miss that now. So goal is to relate and or connect with the candidate and opening the door for them on education. The second thing is build a mutual friendship / respect and trust with the candidate. The third thing is, has the candidate's thought process changed? Or is the candidate prepared for the board meeting? For MG2s especially, have flexibility, common sense, and discernment, because every MG2 is different. And that was also nerve-wracking, because it's like, so I can't follow a script anymore. Because every person can be different, their mindset, their life situation, like Celia was saying, the lady was probably thinking about her kid the whole time, or talking to them, like, they had to probably deal with their, be flexible with them. Just dealing with everything different when it comes to MG2s. But after you build rapport with that candidate, because of course you can't just sit in and be like, straight to business. Learn that the hard way. The person definitely left the process because I was not building a relationship with them or being just straight to the point that it was just about business and they don't really feel comfortable or being comfortable asking the question or I don't understand what this is, how it's connected to me. To avoid that, after you go before, the three main things that you should go over in MG2 is going over the book, doing the overview or doing the napkin plan with your candidates, and preparing for the board plan, the first board plan. The first thing we'll talk about in the book is going over the quadrants. Because when you go over the quadrants, it's actually showing them the different ways of making money, and there's a passive income and the active income as well, just breaking that down for them, so assuming that they actually understand it. So going over those quadrants will just help them understand the different money making situations, and obviously having more emphasis of the big business building. With the book as well, I kind of wrote this down already, but when you need to challenge them, that's what I also had to learn as well. Challenge the people about the book instead of just saying, "Oh, tell me about the book." "Oh, I've read this, I've read that." challenge them by using something that they can relate to. Like, if you sat down with a person who's in real estate, well, how do you feel about that real estate part of it? It also show right away if they actually read that part or not. I have my own notes on whatever questions I was gonna go over with my candidates, but usually try to challenge them in a way that they'll actually relate, using questions that will be related to them. That is my best and shortest advice to challenge people. Does that make sense? After you were talking about the book, go over are you excited about personal development? Because this is when you're actually developing and learning how to build an asset. You have probably never seen this before, so when it's already started. Wheels already turned, guys. Hopefully the right way. Oh, and another thing when it comes to the book, check if the candidates are comparing the book to other things that they've seen or experienced. And if they have, set it apart and question the candidate on the comparisons. When it came to the guy that was saying this is basically drop shipping, I should have asked, well, what does that mean? Because I seen what drop shipping is, but I didn't have a great explanation of what that is. So I should have asked more questions about, well, what makes you think that way? Okay, yes, that does seem like, well, not seem like, but be firm on your answer. But be like, okay, I see how you think that way. Yes or no? Any more questions about that? After that, you go over the napkin plan. Brownie points if you reference the book while showing the plan. So that way they're not like, oh, you didn't just make this up. No, right. After you go over the napkin plan, you ask them, did you understand the duplication or the education part of the book? Because we'll be teaching you how to duplicate yourself if you're qualified. How good are you at educating yourself? My mentors really like when you're hungry to learn, you're actually attentive, you actually come to our meetings, functions, associations on time, and you're actually wanting to hear what you're saying and apply. They used to say, yeah, I'm good at educating myself. How? Give me an example. I would love to know. Then you go over by pulling out your business booklet and showing the candidate where they are in the process and explaining where they're heading. And I love that part because I was like, okay, you told us this is the process, so how long is this process? How many times do I have to meet with you? And once you go over it, which is here, we're here right now, NP2, and we're going over to NP1. We're gonna be my mentors, my coaches, my business associates. We're gonna go over details about the business. And of course, you don't have to read this part, but this is for you personally. Your coffee might be a good right after the meeting. Book as well. Then follow up BP2, follow up to explain that. So you're not going off this.
You covered, like, when you show them the process, you like covered some parts so they don't see all this other information.
I personally don't, because that means if you cover it, then they're gonna be like, what's she covering? And honestly, when I show it to them, they'll be reading it, but I don't think they're gonna read the whole thing. And even if they do read the whole thing, they're gonna be like, hey, what is this shit called? Okay, what's all that?
So they give like a little short, like, okay, 10 seconds.
I mean, I don't take 1,000 years to go over it, but I just tell them we're at MG2. The next step is the BP1, and you just briefly explain, hey, this is what the BP1 is for, this is what the follow-up one is for, BP2, follow-up 2. And then if you make it to the process, that's when you're qualified. That's when you talk to my mentors to see if you're officially qualified.
Okay, that makes sense.
Any more feedback on that question?
Just to add with the MG2, towards the end of the MG2, I kind of lost success asking them, tell them how to dress, what's the attire. So, okay, BP1, definitely come, this is professional, you got a blazer and tie that's recommended.
Yeah,
No jeans, no shoes. And they like, yeah, I got the outside, you know, I just have to walk through it still, you know, just make sure.
that's actually a good point, because I was gonna say prepare them, but that is a good time to actually tell them to be prepared for this.
Yes, and, you know, you just always mention that, you know, people are gonna be in suits and arrows, feel, you know, out of place. Rather than they're straight up be like, yeah, you got no suit, nah, you don't know, bro. Hey, you know, just put it in a nice way. Yeah, and, if somebody like, oh, I don't have that, I recommend this, but somebody that's cheap for, like, go little, dress your jacket too. So you can get the whole, get up to about like $30, you know. Yeah, just make sure.
Is that MG to a good point, when you have qualified them for BP one, is that a good point to, is that a good time to ask them how their schedule is for the next 2 or 3 Tuesdays? And just set the pace, you know, like otherwise you book the BP one and then you have the follow-up one, and then.
And follow up too, you're gonna come back to our board plan meeting again for more information
Yeah.
or fresh eyes and that you're more educated about our board.
Yeah, but like, there's also like this idea, right, that there should not be too much of a gap between BP one and BP two. If there is, then they sort of, there's a chance that they lose, contact with the entire process.
They usually drop off after board plan, honestly. I think even, Part Below said that there's gonna be a lot of people that drop off after the first board plan.
Yes, you set it up, or.
Just ask them that, you know, I want you at MG two, you know, like they're qualified, is it a good idea to tell them that, you know, I want you to clear your next couple of Tuesdays?
I heard some strength that you could do that,
Don't you usually go over that on after follow-up one anyway? Because you have to go over the time investments to tell them, hey, we actually do this every Tuesday, if you want to qualify.
yeah. And at the MG one, I've done it at the MG one as well, like when we qualify for BP one. I automatically was free on both Tuesdays. And what I mean by that is, at the MG one, I'll tell them, hey, we do have an open meeting session, open session on Tuesday, which you come to for BP one. It happens every Tuesday, but it's only invite only. It's not something that's not just walk in. You know, so I do recommend you to, you know, free up this Tuesday, of course, and free up next Tuesday as well too. Okay. That's very crucial to your process. You know, of course, I follow one, you know, break down the time, and that's this, and you're like, okay, yeah, this every Tuesday, okay. They understand the adjustments they have to do. Or fit this into, their life, so I have done that as well too. Like people tell me right away, I'm clearing up both Tuesday, I got it. It worked for me.
So after you go over the process and where they're heading and where they're at right now, go over their goals and ask them why do they want to pursue us / this program. One more time, are you going to be patient enough to educate yourself to go through this evaluation process? Because you do explain it in that this process, moving forward can take 3 to 4 weeks. But it also depends on your schedule. It could be longer, it could be shorter. Are you willing to educate yourself or be patient to educate yourself through this evaluation process?
One thing to add on to that, I'm sorry, but I just thought about it. If you clear up both Tuesdays, I never tell them, even though we have the option to do a personal BP one-on-one with them, I never tell them upfront that we have the option. I make that option, they absolutely cannot make that second Tuesday, you know, or one of the Tuesdays. That's the only time that I pick an option, and that's for me. That's so if you present the option too early, they can miss it.
Good point. Any other points that you want to? And the last point that I have was just, prepare them when you go over the preparation of what they wear, who are they going to see, how are you going to dress, this is what we're gonna go over. just explain, hype them up for the VP ones, and they really are excited to come. I try my best, because my voice is kind of tough, but I'm sure y'all will do this. And those are my notes for NG1 and NG2. I'm sure you guys will be great. Just when in doubt, what was C they think? But for when in doubt, just what is the mindset that we're looking for? What are you looking for to bring a person into your space, your business, your team? With that, I'm gonna go to South, guys.
Thank you, Julia Wilson, that was great, thank you, let's give her another round of applause. All right, so now we're gonna have some announcements.
All right. Yes, thank you so much for that, Brittany. Appreciate it. Great training. Julia Rose, we're going to world. Right, and I think, Sanjeev had talked about a question last week, right? The question that you just asked about the thing. Do you remember what we discussed? All right, let's do that one more time for the road, because I'm not going to get in trouble with my outlines. First of all, you ask that question to your LOS, please. We are big cousins. You are part of the magnificent sharp double dimension. I am not going to get any phone calls by Raj Shah about how you are supposed to be doing this business. So above all, please write it down to ask that question to PK and Angela. Okay. Please. Please. Okay? Because above all, and that process, I personally, how I do my process, I don't book the next BP. Why? I don't know if they're going to qualify. Period. I'm not hungry. I'm not thirsty for them to go and clear the schedule. Let's see how this goes. You don't have one date with a girl and then 2 weeks, hey, plan your year for me. Bruh. Or a guy, you see what I'm saying? Don't be thirsty. Above all, don't be thirsty. And I don't personally, because we'll see where this goes. Meeting to meeting. If after the BP one, then we have conversations. Because now you actually know what the heck I do, and you have an opportunity to say heck no. If at the MG2, I'm telling you, book 2 meetings. That's me saying you're already look great for 2 meetings with me. Well, 4 meetings. And that in my head doesn't compute. It goes against the mindset of the framework of what the process is personally. But everybody does the business differently and everybody's getting different results. Once you're getting results, so my team that's in this room, if you are getting results, I know Aaron shared about how he does his stuff. If he's getting results doing what you're doing, continue. That goes against me entirely, so I will never say that. I never. At the MG2, I will tell you if this, I phrase it, like if this goes well, we have to continue later on, and I might give you an overview mentally of how it's going to look. This is Julia Rose said about at the MG2. I will let you paint the picture, but I'm not asking to book any meetings. Okay. And then with my upline, as I shared, with my group, my legs, my upline, Kamta Prasad will never make you wait for an open meeting to have another VP. Period. He is not, if you talk to Kamta about that, he's like, yo, and you stop me from the phone. You see what I'm saying? So again, I just want to make sure, because we had this conversation last week, and I want to make sure that retention is happening. Okay? Because this is a very big thing. We're relatively new to cross lines in the room, so I don't counsel cross line on what they should do in their legs. That's why paramount, I'm telling you what I do because my team is in the room, right? But if it's me and you alone, I'm saying talk to PK and Angela. Okay. Talk to PK and Angela, and you find out exactly what's their business plan. What is their plan for you, and you get counseling strongly by them, and let them tell you what audios you should listen to for your LOS. You see what I'm saying? Because Raja puts out so much great material anyway. I'm a part of the pro session, the pro streaming, or the ultimate, or whatever it's called, that you kind of get to see everything. And Kumar just released one called The Why, right? I don't know if was that a regular streaming? Did you guys see The Why by Kumar?
Yes.
It came, okay, if you listen to it, you hear about Raj Shah's business and what he's doing and the growth his team is seeing. Kumar does a phenomenal job on that audio talking about it. So when you listen to it, I don't know about you, but I was like, shoot, Raj Shah got it, bro. I always knew he had it. But when Kumar, as a cross-line body in the Lord, was talking about how great Raj Shah's business is, and he has crown and depth, in the whole, almost a lot of the Indian business is Raj Shah's legs. So you have a strong lineage through the Raj Shah LOS. Learn about your lineage, learn about it. I mean, we're very proud of our Kumar line of sponsorship, but you should be equally, if not, you are possibly one of the best LOSs with Raj Shah, because Raj Shah was running me to Kumar and still are. And again, listen to that audio where Kumar goes into depth about how they bring at each other while they compete. Right? And that's why they have some of the biggest businesses in all of Amway. They're both on the managing operating committee. If you think about it, half of the managing operating committee is Gala. And to qualify for, and Ganesh is coming on, he's like the brand new double diamond type of thing. He's also qualified too. So I'm just saying that you are part of a magnificent LOS. Learn, study it. Just like Kumar would talk about for us, he would say, learn, understand your roots, understand what it took to get the double diamond doing the thing. So don't be afraid to reach out and get that. We do reach out to all of us, we dial Captain Nadia. Just today, Fleur was talking about how she's trying to get a hold of Captain Nadia and stuff like that. So feel free to reach out, get that, richness. Because I don't want you to, because again, that call will stop my heart. I'm so serious. It'll stop. I joke about it, but because of what the Brickwood Light team is and how they protect line of sponsorships, I don't want to ever jeopardize, because if anything goes south, it doesn't affect my money. It affects somebody else's money, and that's the biggest thing. That's why it's right. So please, I need to be the dead horse. But I just want to make sure that that's abundantly clear, because it's making me nervous when we do these conversations.
I'm definitely going to run it by my mentor. The thing is, I'm taking it step by step because I'm not still in a position to. I'm not even done my first MG1.
Okay.
So I'm just taking all the information now, and then when it comes to MG2 and I do my 100 course, that's when I'll have all this information with me, and then I can create a framework when I'm talking to him and asking these questions.
Makes sense. But you see, I don't want you to go with him with preconceived information. Okay. That's what you're getting from us, and that's what I would like that to happen. Okay. So ask him for the same thing Junior Rose did today is what you need your uplines to do to you. Is to walk you through what's their mindset for their MG1 and MG2. You see how PK did that multi-level question? That blew my socks off sitting here listening to it. Because he knew the mindset of what that question is getting, and he asked you outright for it. The other thing that I was excited to hear is that he didn't flip when he heard you say that it was a scam. That allows me that he has emotional intelligence and calmness to handle stuff. Bro, even I would talk to PK about those type of things. These questions that you hear in here, talk to PK and ask him what is his mindset when he hears these questions. When he is taking somebody through the process, what is his mindset? So, in other words, listen to the audios, take notes, and from these notes, which is a Brick Worldwide release, so everybody has it, ask him questions on this, not on what we discuss here. Because what we discuss here is a mixture of the audios together with perspective from our uplines. Does that make sense? So you need to do your independent, if I'm in your shoes, I would recommend doing an independent study. See what you come up with, and then go to him and say, this is what I found. Because when the process came out, we had a huddle in Atlanta with Campton Nadia. We went to their house. I think, Roger, you were there for that? Yeah, a few of us went. I think, Hero, you were there at that one? We went to Campton Nadia's house. Got you.
You process with Enrique now, or?
No, I think that was just Campton Nadia.
Just Campton Nadia, just on the process. Yeah, I would that.
Right, so that's what our uplines did. When the process came out and we were making the P that was making a change, our uplines, we drove up to Atlanta and did in-depth study, real in-depth study with them. We weren't even prepared to have a meeting because we didn't even listen to the audios yet. Yeah. So we were like, talking about it. And we had a lot of questions, but when we started to listen to the audios for ourselves and study, took notes, and then went back and forth through conversation, then we got the full picture of what our mentors wanted us to do. So we went through this phase that you're going through now. So that's what I'm saying with you. The good news is we've been here too. So as a cousin, I'm gonna tell you, check auntie and uncle out instead, PK and Andrea. Because they will be able to, because even the way he's doing it is even a little, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Because we have answers to that MLM question that we studied, we tried to talk and somewhere. But how PK did it, I'm like, that's solid, man. You know, study that notes too. You know what I mean? Like what he did with you. I think that's very powerful. And the good news is you're getting both sips of different teas or something. You know, you get the best of both worlds. You know, but I don't want you to do what we do and consider it to be that is how to do it and take this training to him and say, hey, I have questions on this. Because then he's like, where do you get that from? Then again, what happens? He gets a phone call. Yeah, then because what's gonna happen? PK is gonna call Captain and then Captain is gonna call me. And then they're gonna say, please, you know, and they, you know. So let's just make sure that we here in the room remember that we have cross lines in the room, so don't, you know what I mean? And stuff, no offense, because we look forward to when you're up here giving your training on how PK and Angela are taking you guys, teaching you about your emergencies. I look forward to it. It's gonna be exciting because yeah. As I said, I think it just broke a diamond. Because I think I was there for it. I think not just, but last year I think it broke a diamond.
Yeah.
I think so. So I think they okay. Yeah. But anyway, is that clear? Any questions though? No big deal, still love you and
No, I
everything.
totally understand.
Okay.
Absolutely, I took nothing to heart.
Okay, got you. Alright. Okay, so really quick on the announcements. Yeah, I guess I'll wait for it to come back then. But yeah, Juniors, thank you so much for that phenomenal presentation. Yeah, I know it was just comment that your notes were very succinct, right? You know, going through it.
Oh, sorry. I typed late, my bad. I had to change it.
No worries.
I'm a little slow. My bad.
Yeah, that's cool. Sorry, that's
She was
cool.
like, that was for us.
You guys are hilarious. You guys are hilarious. So yes, I want to thank our tech guy for tonight. Yes, Mr. Trevor. There you go. Everything needs a Trevor, right? Everything needs a Trevor. All right. Hey, we're pick up Deja. Thank you so much. We come back, but we will her when she walks back through the door.
We should just clap.
So, or the master, we should probably be here there. Yeah, let's speak her up like that. I think that's a great.
I agree. We should just clap when she comes in.
Yeah, just clap when she comes in, yeah? Right. So,
I want the thing to like, build something big on my name.
That is hilarious. So yeah, we don't have much more to go. I wanted to bring up Deja and Roderick to kind of talk about the event that's coming up. And while they get their notes together, right, I'm gonna just announce the presenters for next week. All right, the presenters for next week are, we have big things that go on with man himself, right? Mr. Aaron Thompson. Yeah. Figure it right, man. Right, and then we have Mr. Jeff Chevron, boasted for the first time. I got like 5 pages. I know it's already. I'm not even right, so we know it's gonna be ready. And we have none other than Junior Rose helping us out with table. Thank you so much. Thank you. And then Sanjeev is helping us with the AV next week. Thank you. All right, with that, I'll bring up Roderick and Deja really quick to you guys just set up anything?
I guess it's just right on the board.
All right. Okay, you guys have a couple quick announcements after that.
Or do you think?
You sure? No, I didn't know it was gonna be quick.
Sounds good. You're ready now. Sounds good. Boss, how y'all doing today?
Woo!
Awesome. I'm looking for you, Risa. You hiding somewhere, maybe in the bag over there. It's in the bag with the projector.
Got you. I don't know the bag with projector is. Oh, okay. Look at that.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Awesome. Well, you all know we're gonna be having a nice, lime vibe.
Hey.
This Saturday. It's this Saturday, right?
Yes, it's this Saturday.
That's the issue.
That is correct.
Sweet. Yeah, so see like, see they have running like 6 to 12 legs going on right now. He was like, hey, you and Deja, help, handle some stuff, party festivities going on. So, what we and Deja did is, you pretty much put together a list, actually races, right?
Yeah.
That also. Yeah, so what I want to do is, write a list, and, basically the whole idea is, we can have like a potluck kind of style, right? Where everyone contribute something, bring to the party, then we have one big thing together.
Is it on keep already?
It's not on keep yet.
Okay.
So what this is the keep right now on this board.
You want to just do the keep one time?
You can,
Alright.
sure, appreciate it.
Yeah, man, just to save some time.
All right. So,
Good question. Not sure, you know. Not sure. Yeah. And yeah, this is legal. We got okay. We got approved for this one. We did get approved.
It's like,
Yes.
Okay.
Is the time for the party at 12?
Yeah, you can start putting it on the board, and
question.
I'll just start. You can just start it on the board, and then because it'll take me a while to log in and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so they'll start it on the board while I set this up.
So officially, since all of us is in the room right now, we was thinking of, like a midday for the pool party. Suggestions are still open, as taken 12, but is that okay for everyone?
Yeah, 12 to 4, right? I think that's what we said. No, not 4. It's 4 to. Sorry.
Yes.
Brittany has an event from 12 to 4. My apologies.
Okay, good.
That's one of the announcements. Brittany has a huge grand opening happening this Saturday from 12 to 4. It's going to be awesome. Lit.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to come by, you're more than welcome to come. It's going to be at the BCM. We put the flyer in the group meet. You can just go ahead and put the flyer in the group meet.
Hey,
She's so funny. She don't want nobody know.
Sweet, no man, I want to buy something for this.
Hey.
Yeah.
We say what? Whatever you want to say.
Oh.
I love your voice. It's just so much more exciting.
I appreciate that, man.
Wow.
Yeah, everybody's welcome. But it's a bon voyage. I think that it was because since Brittany is leaving, right? That's how it's promoted as. It's a leaving event, so people can support her before she heads out because she's leaving to go to Ernst & Young or whatever, in Atlanta. So, and she's leaving at the end of July.
That's the top one.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm trying to get into a fight so I don't miss her too much. We haven't been able to get into a fight yet, but hopefully that's because I'm already crying on the inside, like deeply. But anyway, yeah, so her event is from 12 to 4, right? So if the pool party could be anytime after that.
Okay, so
Yeah.
party from 4 to until.
Yeah, right.
This Saturday. 4 until. That's the time.
Yeah, hopefully the sun doesn't beat us up too much out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully I don't have any non-PG rated stuff out here. See what happens.
Awesome. So pretty much this is the list thus far. She's a fast type, so she.
Oh, she's starting. Right, so.
Whoo, I know there better be some guava and some duff on that cake.
Hey!
We should put it as a separate tab, you know?
Yes.
Guava
duff cake.
Got you. So you guys want people to start putting their names next to stuff, or? Yeah, gonna be a little behind schedule. We're supposed to end early, you know?
Okay, so, is anyone seeing anything on here that they are ready to bring?
Yeah, I have, some
That
plates at home. I have some plates and some napkins at home, so I can get that.
Please, no.
Thank you, man.
And, I can also get the,
Jay.
yeah,
Am I spelling this right? S-A, can you just spell that out?
JEE.
Right, so you said plates and napkins, right?
And I can get cups also.
Thanks so much, man.
Yes, sir.
It's not like a hodgepodge. I'll bring a hodgepodge. Drinks, I have a good drinks. We ain't drinking water at all. Hey, we ain't drinking no water. You get enough water sweat.
I want the regular drink.
Sweet.
I told you to walk.
I bring Manny. Okay. That's it.
Someone
Bring
bring
out the games you bring.
someone brings the volleyball? Okay.
So with the
See,
music.
they have some, I know they got some board games too, I just want to.
Yeah, we can bring both. I can bring some too. I'm okay with that.
For music, well, what do we do, just like YouTube and have like a playlist?
Yeah,
set
so
up
I
and
do
everything?
know somebody that knows somebody. Music vibes. So, let me, I'm working on that currently, and I'll have a backup, I'll have a plan A and B for that, so you can go with music.
So you would, music, is it more like a person talking on DJing or is it?
It's more like having a good speaker to use, and, yeah,
Just trying to speak.
yeah, just pretty much.
Okay. Alright.
Oh, you got, alright, we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, you guys have a DJ?
You got it?
Yeah, I know a couple DJs, so I'm trying to see if I can get a speaker because they're very close friends.
Got you. Do they do the free stuff or?
See, that's why I have to ask them, because I mean, it's plenty of stuff I asked them to do for free and they did it, so I just, it doesn't matter of asking them, make sure that they're ready for that day.
I can put Jack in music too, we can talk about that, me and Jack.
13 minutes?
Yes, funny, yes.
So is volleyball, someone bringing the volleyball?
How you do that now, since I missed that part, with the checkbox?
Got you. There is a if you do this dot here, they have and this would have been checkbox. Yeah, tick box they call it.
Is it business professional attire?
Yes, make sure come in your suits, guys.
I have a throwaway suit.
Joking. Whitney was like, what? Like, no.
I have a throwaway suit.
You have a throwaway suit?
Does anyone have volleyball? Let's check it. Does anyone? No.
I have a basketball suit.
So what games, Jeff, do you bring in? I just want to make sure that we can.
Well, I have Taboo, I have, Uno, I have Jenga, I have regular cards.
Spades.
We got dominoes.
Yeah,
More than spades.
Oh, yeah.
I can bring the anime space.
Hey.
Anime space.
Right? Well, I think that's enough. Good games, though. Anybody has any other games that they want to bring? Anything else you're thinking of for the games?
Anime space.
Checkers? You got checkers? I do. I'll bring my checkers.
Yes.
Guys, I'm not your upline that day, okay? I'm gonna beat all it real good. I'm not even care about your feelings.
You're gonna beat me.
I don't want you to save me. Solid. Yes. We're terrible. We're very competitive. I do have chess. Hey, if you come in with that,
Nah.
No.
You have that just stuff.
I do that. I mean, we can do chess. Again, we should still be friends the next day, guys. Don't think I did it personally.
I think she's pretty good in that game.
Yeah.
I can play it, but I don't master it. I can be transparent right now.
Yeah, I don't want to get him scared or nothing, you know?
But I can do checkers now.
You're good to checkers. Got you. Gene, what type of chips you want to bring?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that, what kind of chips you guys like? I like a lot of
I would recommend that.
Brown chips.
They always have like buy one, get one free chips.
I
So like, I know they have like the Lay's and Ruffles. Most of the chips are always like buy one, get one free.
Alright, so everything but plain.
Yeah.
So Doritos, you said Doritos. Everything but plain.
Yeah.
You like Lay's?
So you get a plain Lay's, I mean hot sauce. And-
Oh, Miami.
Y'all can't tell me y'all never did plain hot sauce. Plain Lay's with the hot sauce.
Anybody? Any takers for that hot sauce situation?
Yes.
I
You having salsa? That sounds human.
I do go to ketchup sometimes.
Don't support that, Deja.
It's like something you gotta check it out.
It's
like putting hot stuff on your french fries.
I understand that. That's what I'm
That's salsa. And tomatoes.
It's not tomatoes.
Ketchup is tomatoes.
No, I don't
Yeah.
Oh, well, so Doritos and. So I recommend tortilla chips because I can also bring some type of
So
dip.
I'll bring some chicken wings too. Oh, no, they do. Like, whoa. That's my territory.
All right, buffalo chicken dip, okay.
I could bring a homemade grandma recipe.
What section is that? Okay, sauces.
I could bring a bean and cheese dip.
Sauces.
You bring what?
A bean and cheese dip. It's real good. It's my family's recipe.
So you said bean and cheese.
My mother has been making this for years.
Oh shoot, I'ma come for that. Who is this? Your name is still Trevor.
It is delicious.
Alright.
You do have to eat cheese.
And oh wait, oh shoot, we just chesting it out, man. That's not it. That's it. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Quick question: is grilling not an option?
Are you bringing the grill?
There's actually grill on the pool.
There is a grill there, you know, if you guys wanna bring grilling stuff. I'm lazy, but
Oh, we
if
can
you
bring
wanna.
like hamburgers.
Y'all want to make a sticky?
Easily grilled burgers.
We call it a sticky.
Hot dogs.
What's going on with Aaron, guys?
If y'all want me to make a sticky,
What dictionary he using?
Is that hamburgers?
Right.
You know the ribs with this with homemade barbecue sauce that we make this night like.
I'm telling you.
Okay, whatever.
Stick with that. What section is that now, man? What section is to put the sticky icky? On the beverages?
No, on the food.
It's like I think it's pulled rib. Is it pulled pork? Is it pulled pork or ribs?
Baby. Oh, no, you didn't have all baked beans, did you? Oh, you did?
So is it ribs?
You got the ribs, right? We have ribs. Oh, hold on, let Gene tell everybody.
Hey.
Gene,
Don't point like this, that says enough.
I'm sticky. Gene has some sticky icky. I'm telling
I have a suggestion, also an announcement.
Yeah.
Too. I got a new job at a bakery, so.
Hey.
Some free cupcakes?
Roger got the cake, so.
Hey, you can
I mean, you got
you know?
But no, I do have a bunch of snacks in my car, if anybody wants to check out.
Aww.
So, yeah, in my car.
every
Yeah, so I mean, tomorrow I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go to work till like 1, so I'm gonna go buy like a couple of, I'm gonna just go around town to
You
some
don't have a lot
parks
of
and see if there are any kids
snacks.
after school, I'm gonna just give them stuff. Huh? I have a ton of snacks, like more snacks than you can pick by yourself.
I mean, you can still work.
Yes, I'm offering everyone snacks.
No.
But no, what I was going over was if.
Who's doing the
you
cake?
do burgers and hot dogs,
All right.
I have buns. Like too many buns.
What cake you doing, Roderick?
Hot dog buns, hamburger buns.
I don't know, man.
You know,
Cheesecake is good. Everybody likes cheesecake? Guys,
I love cheese pie.
launch up yourself.
Cheese pie is delicious. We've gone over this.
Guys,
I got you.
Please bring that cheese pie.
was that the spoon and fork?
Bring that cheese pie.
Oh, thank you.
Bring that.
Sean, why is Gene taking over?
Yeah.
He's taking care of all of them.
Right, and who doing the rice, guys? And what sides are they looking at?
What kind of rice?
He likes fishy on the rice.
The heck? If you all want to survive and protect your 6% checks, you know?
Wait. Does it have to be cooked rice?
What?
What is so going on with rice? I was trying to figure out what we're just talking about. Yo.
I would do it, but because I'm in the middle of moving, I have no idea where my stuff would be. You know? So.
Going once, I'll do it if you want to.
Yeah.
Could you?
I don't want to be laughed at if I didn't.
My Chinese rice.
We will be so hungry, it don't matter. Just come.
Eating the rice with like meatballs?
Chicken, yes, the sauce for the meatballs. Mm-hmm.
You put it with the sticky. I'm just letting you know, the sticky ain't gonna go right.
And go right into
You got meatballs on that too, I think they should say she's doing meatballs.
Yeah, I think I did. But I didn't put the desserts in here yet.
Okay.
Yo, this is
Oh, you
Thanksgiving.
want to spell desserts?
Y'all see that? This is Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I'm trying to have so much fun.
Yes. So Rod Derek is, I'm sorry, Roderick is.
What are the sides mean?
I can bring a side. Just put my name down for side.
What side are you bringing? Potato salad?
Well, right?
I can bring dinner rolls.
Yes, I think rice is a side.
If it's bread, I got it. If it's bread, I got it. I was thinking about getting these soup, these greens. Because obviously if it's bread, I got you. Bread? I got a baker.
So size would be like what, bread or
Rice and vegetables.
Oh, rice is hot.
Yeah, I think so, right? Is that entree? Oh, yeah, yeah. True. You sure? All right, okay.
I got you, I got you, really good.
Thank you, man.
But my name makes a sense.
Is it ideal?
A good question. I do have my chicken friends planning to make a movement. So you can bring non-IBOs if you like. We just be cool, right? Don't be talking about,
Yeah.
showing 6'2" in the middle of the pool and saying, guys, come on. Showing the plan in the middle of the pool. And,
What are the limitations on friends that can come?
Good question. Well, what you mean?
No, I'm just like, like someone I would invite because I see this person as a very close friend. But see, like, may not want to show up.
What you mean? What they dress differently or?
No, my mom is just a really good friend of mine.
Yeah, she's nice too. Bring her. Tell her come have fun with us.
All right, because I'm just saying.
My chicken
It's a
friends.
Saturday. She just sits at home all day by herself.
Aw. Yeah, man. Tell her put on that sexy.
She's not getting in any water though.
Okay. Then.
She hates water touching her face.
Oh. yeah. I think are you guys okay with non-IBOs coming? It is.
Yeah.
It's your call. You don't want them, huh?
I was just saying, no, I have no problem.
Okay, got you. Good answer.
Yeah, I need 50, bro.
Oh, sure.
If I explain the sticky, you'll feel that.
Oh, yeah. Sticky icky will be advertisement.
He likes some good riffs.
Can you explain it? Because I still don't understand what he was saying.
You're really good.
Okay, just bread.
Rapid?
You bring the bread.
Yeah. I'm gonna buy from his store. You guys do bread, right?
I can bring all the bread.
Okay, Trevor is bread. I put bread.
Yeah.
Alright, I do know that the Disney office has volleyball, and they close at certain times. I don't want it to hinder us from,
Donuts, pies.
True. I think I have a ball that's not necessarily a volleyball.
Kids.
So it's like a small soccer ball.
Like they open up the pantry.
It's really small. But it's really small. You use it for skills. So it's like this big. Too small. Yeah, you have volleyball.
Calvin may have one, because his dad is like the head of a volleyball team like this.
Oh.
He may have one, he loves to play volleyball.
Once the family is asleep, they go when everyone's asleep.
This is literally Thanksgiving. This is, I don't get it.
What is fruit?
What is
I am most likely gonna go to Publix and get us a mix.
Sounds great.
And my gift, depending on
I like it.
So how do you do this stuff?
perfect water.
East Spring water that. East Spring water is sealing.
I'm not gonna
Doing that.
So excited.
You gotta see it all better than I was
It's gonna be so funny, man.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
It's funny, man. Yeah.
Is that everything?
You know what I'm trying to say, when he said,
What?
you know that movie, The Simple Three or whatever. That's
Oh, this
It's her name, and she's like, I'm not big Charlie, where you see? That's what I'm
I see. Oh, okay.
I realized it's on my camera.
Yeah.
So what about the speakers? Who we saying? Do you think Daisy Roderick?
Speakers,
Mm-hmm.
you ever someone speak?
Yo, get your boy. Go, guys, get your boy. Get your boy.
Yeah, I'm a really Jeff to look into that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right then. Good stuff. Good job, team. Anything? Clearly, our parents are not looking over this because there are no vegetables here at all. Nothing green.
There it is.
Huh?
As long as everybody taking double X.
You see you?
Hey,
Tell you what.
Don't shake his Trevor got vegetables. You might not think it's a vegetable. What are you bringing, Trevor?
Look. There's this mom and pop shop that I go to with my mom.
Uh-huh.
Yo, I'm not a fan of greens,
Mm.
but this place, bro, I've never had greens that taste like.
Is it Early's?
Yes.
Mm.
Have you had their greens?
I have.
Yo, it's like,
It's
I'm like, yo, this is how you get kids to eat vegetables. I can't eat greens, man.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I can eat just those greens
We got vegetables.
for a week. Bro,
We got
and that-
that's
it's
on
called
burgers.
Early's Kitchen.
Ah,
Bro, they got oxtail.
So we do another meat. I know we have meat, but.
Oh.
You have any other options?
Somebody said they were doing chicken wings, right?
Surprise everyone, and you already know.
Huh?
I'm supposed to surprise everyone with beans,
Oh,
and you already know.
I do. But still bring a day. I don't think they've had Early's.
We haven't had.
When you
Yeah.
eat it, you gotta be like, I get it, I understand.
All right.
I
See all them? See all them?
If it wasn't, do not know. I'm telling you. Because when you eat it, you're gonna be like, I see why you call it sticky.
This is still recording.
Tell me, man.
Do you need bread for your sticky egg?
You'll be able to mess up yourself, man.
Is bread required for sticky egg? Is bread required for sticky egg?
Not sure. Just gonna add you guys. Yeah, she should be in there. Let me just make sure everybody can see this.
Okay.
Which Brittany is Brittany? FM. Which one you want me to send it to? All right. Let me see if his Yahoo thing works. Rod Derek, yes, he's in there. There is. Right. Deja, are we friends already? Let me see if you're in here. Huh, only your family account is in here. You have any, do you want me to send it to your family account?
No, you can send it to, I will check that. You can send it to my Gmail.
I'll pretend to not listen to that, but okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Which?
My Gmail is Deja.HAWK23@gmail.
23, you said?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sanjeev, I'm not too sure if I have you here yet, you know, man. Shoot.
SANJEEVGANG.
All right. Let me know if you guys get the vibrations after I'm done with this, sir.
Is it the after G or right?
That's right.
Oh.
I think that's right.
Is that you there, Jeff? Okay. Which Jeff do you want me to?
His first and last name, but instead of 47, it was 305.
You said 47 and who?
No, it's gonna be 305 instead of 47.
Got you. At Gmail? Got you. I know Jilikia wanted to know about the thing, you know.
Yeah. I just texted yesterday.
Oh man, my brother kind of got a comp. Got the comp.
I should know this. Because I think she should be finishing her exams by then. All right, anybody else?
Sure, Rodney, let me get jealous.
Oh, you see you? You ain't right, man. Personally registered by Rodney too, you know. Personally registered by Rodney, yeah, right. Yeah. You see that?
I'm just saying.
Oh, you just said.
I think Rocky had the sticky. You know exactly what it is.
Are you doing this?
I'm serious. Yes. Jonathan 2, at home.
Nah.
Break it up for you. Okay. Jonathan 2.
You're funny.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
It's all right.
Who else? I'm pretty sure we're missing people.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we're missing people.
This is
I had you already, I think.
Martin.
Yeah, that he's zero spark excess. Yeah, I think so. I think everything's on the thing, Majigga. All right, so let me just save it, and hopefully you guys get some vibrations, and we can look over the whole thing and see if it's everything's here. What you were just telling me about?
Repeat the drinks?
Yeah.
What is that? Okay, I got it. I just saw drinks.
Got you. Yes.
My baby.
Oh shoot! Yes, you're right.
Yeah, laptop.
Yes.
I'm doing a laptop right now.
That's more. The jam?
Oh yes.
Moist towelette.
Malik.
Yeah, you see, they're gonna get me in trouble, but I'm gonna do it though. Yes.
Yes. Oh,
Stop the recording.
I know, it's like Iron Man something.
Miss.
I think that's one of the first
West Virginia.
Okay, I'll send it to both. I'll just send it to both. Sometimes you might check both. What do you say?
Miss Virginia?
Yeah, we added her. So yeah.
Tiambra?
Yeah.
tea guys.
I was supposed to tell us.
That's probably right there.
We don't have solar.
Yes.
Solar.
Patricia.
Yes, you are perfectly. But her name ain't really Sola. What is her full name?
Ooh, that's complicated.
Fudge.
I can't pronounce the whole name.
Oluwase.
A lot of Ulus. What is Sola's real name? I know Patricia's in here. Bemi Sola, yes, you're right. It's G. Bemi Sola. Is G right?
I don't know.
We are terrible.
Somebody rebel.
Let's see it. I'm pretty sure it's a knife.
I'm gonna see right now if I get it.
Okay, I gotta get home.
G.
Yeah.
G.
All right.
This gene? Yeah, it should be GB.
GBEMIS.
Is this Akibim Sola?
Yeah, I got you. I just need to know what letter to start with. A. It's not a.
AKI.
All right, let me just start it. Thank you. Hold on 1 second.
I'm working for it, but that never stopped me.
Yeah, that's it. Akin Big Me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, what's Patricia's one?
Let me see.
None of these. Okay.
It's pattydiva@gmail.com.
Patty.
PATTYDEEVA.
Hold on. APATTY. What you said?
PATTYDEEVA.
VA.
Yeah, VA.
VA. Thanks. At Gmail?
Gmail, yeah.
Well, you have to let them know what the heck they're going to get, so they don't be freaked out and things.
Yeah.
Right? But other than that, it was great, guys. I think that was all the announcements too. Yes, Toodles. We good? Probably I should have done that for that. Summer conference. Yeah, definitely should have done that before.
It's in 1 week.
Yes. Summer conference, you guys get your tickets, get your hotel rooms, everything.
Yeah.